Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. Last time, we went back into the palace just to Kechi and us to try and save Sumire. Hopefully I can remember to call her Sumire now instead of Kasumi. That's going to take a moment. But, it was just Kechi and us. We went in and had a conversation with Maruki, and then Sumire woke up and she chose violence and came at us trying to stop us from taking her away from there. Like, we were trying to save her and she was putting up a fight again about it. But eventually we take her down. I say eventually, it was like literally 2 turns. We Titanamakia'd twice and she was on the floor. And then Maruki grabbed her with like the weird tentacle things, and Senjilon, her persona, actually went berserk, and it was just Takechi and us. We were taking a pretty bad beating. We were not going to win. And then Ryuji burst onto the scene and blocks a hit for us, and then is backed up by the rest of the Phantom Thieves. Because we managed to break through to all of them, and they realized after meeting up together that things weren't right. So now we have our cat friend back, and Futaba's mom is gone again, and Haru and Makoto's dads. Everything is back to how it should be for the Phantom Thieves, but perhaps not the happy ending. So Maruki gave us Sumire after she was tired out from whatnot and her persona was back under control.
Hey!
Shouldn't you give it some plant nutrients? Sure. We can't actually do anything tonight. We are forced to go to bed here. But, yeah, we got Sumire. Maruki left the palace and told us that he would make his move on February 3rd. So we have 25 days in which to do whatever we want. Although we're meeting up with everyone to go over today's events in just a moment. So, yeah, we're basically in the last 25 days of the game, I'm fairly certain. Like, we can look at the calendar. Day of Fates decided by Maruki. First day of school. School starts back up tomorrow. I think we can see here, treasure room deadline, calling card deadline, and plan execution deadline. National Foundation Day. Oh yeah, I guess we do go into March, but I have no idea how much of March is actually playable. The dot here, the Vernal Equinox Day, something tells me that that might be important. Oh, closing ceremony right there. So I'm assuming, like, one of these is the last actual playable day, and then we have something here and one tiny little event here. And that's going to be the actual end, probably. We probably have maybe 20 days of maybe a full month of playable days left, and the rest is going to be some some story stuff. There's really not much left to this, is there? And it's such an odd feeling. Anyways, let's go to bed and jump into the story stuff, shall we? Make everyone happy, huh? But even so. Anyway, let's think about it tomorrow. Sleep. And we got a glimpse of a blue butterfly, but we didn't actually see this until just now.
It's been quite some time.
Hi, Lavenza. It's been like 3 days. Oh wait, no. It happened. We had a we had a time skip. Like, it was December 24th, so it's been like 2 weeks in-game. And the bars are closed again.
We have finally succeeded in reaching you.
These clothes, what's going on? What's going on? Why am I back in jail cell?
You have been imprisoned once more. This time, not by the god of control, but a different entity, one who's bound you through your future. However, you held fast to your free will and believed in your bonds, allowing your friends to regain their own realities.
Oh, excuse me.
You are on the verge of grasping a potential reality once more. Our meeting again now within this place is proof enough.
Yeah. We still hold our rebellious spirit, although it has been putting chains once more.
It seems the time has come.
What do I do now? Wait. What do I do now?
We are merely beings who provide aid to humans as they carry out their will. You must be the one to determine the path and actions to take. If the will of rebellion still thrives within you, then we will surely meet again.
Until then, Lavenza. Would you join the Phantom Thieves? Is currently at 14% and trending downwards.
Lady Lavenza told you that? We ought to tell everyone else that too. Let's all meet up after school.
Oh yeah, everyone knows about the Velvet Room now. We don't have to... Hi, Sumire.
Good morning.
Yeah, this...
I'm sorry. I can't believe what I tried to do to you two. I genuinely cannot apologize enough for what happened.
It's okay.
Oh, come on. There's
Yeah.
no need for that.
I mean, it's okay is kind of the wrong thing to say here. I don't know.
Importantly, how have you been?
Yeah, thank you, Morgana.
Physically, I'm fine. But mentally, to be entirely honest, I'm all mixed up.
Are you okay? I don't want to dot, but that's just kind of hounding on. I mean, Morgana literally just asked if she was okay, so... Or she said, how have you been? Never mind. Are you okay?
My memories are still pretty fuzzy, and I haven't really processed everything yet. I'm going to need a little time to myself to think things through. I have to figure out what to do with myself from here on.
Okay. So we'll have to see her soon and check in on her. My shoulder, it's fine. Why do you ask, Coach? May I take the extra classes as well? I want to study more. This class is so awesome. There's no bullying or anything like that here. My bad, I have club today after school. You guys go home without me. A club? I thought he was in the go home club. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm hotting up a storm. Happy New Year, everyone. You all did your homework, right? Next year is going to be all about your college entrance exams, so you'd better start preparing now. Oh, and if you cause any trouble, that'll show up on your transcripts, so make sure you behave yourselves, okay? Now, time to turn in that homework. Let's see, who is on class duty today?
Man.
Have you been studying? Well, not that you really had time for that. Afternoon. Is everyone rested up? Oh, alas, my mind was racing so much that I passed out before I even realized it. Same here. I think I've sorted through my own thoughts, but I'd still like to hear everyone else's take. I have to tell you all something. Let's meet at the hideout. Sure thing. We'll come to the hideout right after school then. Gotcha! Cool, I'll be waiting for all of ya.
Hey!
We definitely need to update everyone about Lady Lavenza. And cook up our plans for here on out, too.
We have to choose our own path, eh?
Why was I expecting us to meet up on the roof for some reason? That hasn't been our hideout since, like, the very beginning of the game. Weird, brain. Like, that's probably, like, 6 months ago, real life.
Akechi had mentioned that we needed to determine what we'll do from here on out. It seems he was right.
We can't accept this reality, but that means we'll have to fight Dr. Maruki, right?
Yes, it does.
That's right. We have to confront Maruki and steal his desire. In a way, it's business as usual
Yeah.
for us.
Although, usually we're not going up against our friends.
Dr. Maruki is an adult with a warped desire, but that desire's just a wish for us all to be happy, right?
I admit, it's nothing similar to the desires we've seen in the likes of Shido and Kamoshida.
The Phantom Thieves only change the hearts of evildoers. Dr. Maruki is quite different from our past targets.
Well, I think we already know what we gotta do.
We have no choice but to stop him. But it's, not exactly easy. Not purely just on difficulty levels, just interpersonal levels too.
Haru's right. Dr. Maruki ain't a shitty adult at all. There are probably plenty of folks out there living all happy in this reality. Who knows? Maybe Dr. Maruki's actually doing the right thing. But we all still feel like this reality's wrong, right? We decide what's right for ourselves. That's what we all agreed on when we went after him in the palace. If changing Doc's heart fixes our reality, then I'm gonna do it. So somebody say something?
Sorry, I was just thinking about how right you are, Ryuichi.
I mean, I sort of just let him go off, but that's Ryuji who said all that, and honestly, he's right, which is the weird part.
So we're going to change our target's heart not to reform society, but to acquire the reality we believe in. That doesn't sound bad at all.
Then it's unanimous.
We have no choice but to take down Maruki. Not because we know it's right, but because we know we have to.
Well, that means our next step is pretty clear.
Check out the palace. The palace, huh? Check out the palace. Get back in the palace. We need to check out the palace. Yeah, we need to check out the palace.
Right. Maruki said that he'd be willing to fight if we are too.
A very subtle change between those two options.
It's safe to assume he's expecting us to infiltrate his palace.
That reminds me. You know that, reality bending stuff? Why is Doc able to do that anyway?
It's kind of our fault.
I've been wondering the same thing.
We helped him with his research and helped him to figure some stuff out about the metaverse.
Even if he was the top cognitive science expert, that wouldn't be enough for him to do all of this.
If we're going to fight Maruki, we'd better dig up some more intel on him first.
Oh, Akechi?
Good day.
Oh, hey, Lavenza.
This is Lavenza speaking.
Okay, then. Good to know she has our phone number now. Come again? Lavenza? Okay, then.
Huh?
Your will of rebellion has reached new heights. We would like to aid that will, if you find it agreeable.
I mean, sure. Go ahead. Please. Please do help us.
Wait, how is she even calling you?
And how'd she know how high our wills are? Did she tap your line or something?
Her timing was just too perfect. Maybe she actually did.
I mean, she is a being from another dimension who can see into our hearts and knows how powerful our different personas are, so she kind of probably doesn't need to.
I have performed no form of electronic surveillance whatsoever.
Apparently, she can hear you.
There's something I wish to tell you regarding your current situation. However, I'm reaching the limit of my communication ability with this method. Let us meet in person tomorrow.
Okay, Lavenza, we'll see you then. Meet where? In the Velvet Room? Meet? Where?
It would be best for me to select a location considered easy to reach by all parties. Therefore,
LeBlanc?
let us convene at your school.
Oh, okay.
At Shujin?
Wait, she'll be at the school? Lavenza will?
I don't know. I feel like LeBlanc is probably an easier accessible location, considering, you know, we're currently all gathered at LeBlanc besides Akechi.
In that case, I'll see you tomorrow.
She hung up.
Is she really gonna go to our school? Just walk through the front gates like nothing?
I'm not sure what to make of it. But since we've determined our goal and Lavenza's offered to
Yeah.
help us,
I mean, we're going to take her up on it. It's a bit of a strange meeting place for the extra-dimensional being.
I'd call that progress of some sort.
All we have left is whatever we discuss tomorrow at school, plus whether or not we're going to team up with Akechi.
It's, yeah, yes. The answer is yes. Of course it is.
Considering what he told us, really does seem like we share an end goal with Akechi, but...
Well, I think we ought to team up.
Me too.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Haru, it would be the biggest holdup here, but if she's in, of course we're all in.
Dr. Maruki's strong enough to change reality itself. If we're gonna fight him, we're gonna need Akechi's help.
Plus, if he does betray us again, we'll just take him out too.
Okay then, don't get on our bad side.
I guess that settles that.
Let's all meet at Shujin tomorrow. I'll take care of figuring out how to get Yusuke and Futaba in the school.
I appreciate the effort. Thank you.
I mean, LeBlanc really could have just been a better meeting place, Lavenza, but okay.
All right, let's head home for now.
Bum bum ba ba da bum 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 ba dum bum. Evening of the 10th. So, do you think Lavenza will make it to the school? I hope she doesn't get lost or anything. Yeah, don't you think it's a bad idea, her wandering around in that getup? That's true. Hopefully no one gives her a hard time. If someone does, you better come up with a good excuse for her, Arden. Morgana's on top of it. I'll handle it, don't worry. What'll you even say? Your options are kinda limited as a transfer student. I say she's your little sister or something. At any rate, I'm certain she would reach out to us if anything were to go awry. If that's true, we can put our faith in Lavenza. Agreed. Let us know if anything changes, Arden. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Why would Lady Lavenza want to meet up at the school? It's not like she just wants to check out the place, right? Oh yeah, Lavenza totally just wants to see the school. Like, we never brought the twins to the school as a meetup event. Now they really want to see it.
Hey,
Here's some important topics being discussed tomorrow. I know you're nervous, but try to get some rest. Okay then, fine, Morgana, I'll go to bed. Do you want to take a break for the day? I want to think on it a bit more. Fine, sleep. We just did the plant thing yesterday. For a second, I thought we were going to go back into the Velvet Room, and I was very confused, considering we're specifically meeting Lavenza outside the Velvet Room, but... Hey... Sorry, it's nothing. Doesn't seem like nothing. Come on, what's up?
no.
I was just remembering what happened that night. You remember, right? The night before we went into Mementos to erase it. Before we dealt with Shido.
Hey,
Remember how I said I'd finally found the place where I belong? Even though I said that, and really believed it, I still fell right into Maruki's hands. I know I've made it obvious how much I want to be a human. More than once, I thought it would give me a chance with Lady An, but... what I did was just so lame. I can't believe I was off having a blast while you were busy trying to help us. I understand why, though, but you came back. You owe me one. I understand why, though.
Wait!
Quit being so nice to me. It's not like you were the only Phantom Thieves to fall trapped to it. In fact, we were almost drawn in at one point. But, it's okay. If you try excusing something this big, I'd be more disappointed than anything. Now that I think about it, you've been helping me from the very beginning. Heck, I was locked up in a prison when we first met. I'm nowhere near cool. You don't have to be cool. You're already super cool. Nowhere near it. You don't have to be cool. You're already super cool. You don't have to be cool. that's true. And after all we've been through together, there's no point trying to act cool in front of you.
Listen up.
You know what? I'm gonna make you a promise right now. From here on, I'm going to be more independent. I just kept relying on you for everything because deep down, I thought you could figure everything out for me. But that's all changing. I'm gonna stand proud on my own 4 feet. And I'm going to be the one to protect you. I promise I will. Oh, thank you. Huh? Huh? A second awakening? Or a third awakening, rather? Oh. Zoro and his persona fused into... Hello there. Huh. I've discovered a new... No, my original power.
All right.
Morgana's persona Mercurius has transformed into Diego. Okay, then. Oh, the card appeared. I don't think that happened with the other second awakening. Alright, time to serve Maruki his just desserts. Anyone who tries to pull one over on us like that is asking for it. But you wished for it. Let's do our best.
Right.
Right, sorry again for all that hassle. You and I are going to be even greater partners now. Does that mean
Let's turn
everyone
into
is
the
getting a
night.
third awakening then, that we have mastered? Or that we have maxed out? Well, things are going to get hectic starting tomorrow. Let's call it a night. Majestic Presence. So, basically, they get a special attack, Miracle Rush, medium physical to all, high chance of crit. Sure, I guess it's going to replace Miracle Punch, but it's not that much better. But Majestic Presence increases effective allies' healing skills, may decrease SP cost. I think that an SP cost thing is better now, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Oh, evolve a party member's persona. We just got Awakening the Phantom Thieves achievement. You know, I was looking at the achievements and I had noticed that that one was missing, despite the fact that all of our party members have had their second awakening. So it's interesting that we just got that now. Anyways.
A new year is starting. You all look sleepy. What, did you doze through the new year? Was Shogatsu one big excuse to laze around? Good grief, Shogatsu's not supposed to be an excuse to relax, you know. We decorate with Kodomatsu, Kagami Mochi, and Shiminawa in order to welcome the Toshigami deities. It's one of the oldest traditions in Japan. By the way, cherry blossom viewing and even Children's Day are meant to commemorate deities and spirits. Japan's got a lot of gods, so naturally there ended up being a lot of events and rituals to accommodate them all. There's a phrase referring to all the Shinto gods as a collective. Anyone know it offhand? Amamiya. Alright, Takamaki-san, I'll bet you slept through Shogatsu.
Yeah, I mean...
Hey, wait!
Hey, Lady Anna's obviously panicking. Be a good guy and help her out.
Seriously?
I'm so unlucky, and I didn't even sleep through Shogatsu. Arden, are you awake? Can you give me a hint? It's some phrase about the gods, but it's kind of abstract, right? What's this phrase supposed to illustrate about the gods of Shinto? I have no idea. How much they love to party, how powerful they are, how numerous they are. How numerous they are? How much they love to party sounds more like a Greek thing to me, honestly. How powerful they are, how numerous. Let's go with how numerous. Yeah, I think that's right. They use a specific number, right? Wow, what's that phrase again? The one about how many gods there are in Shinto? I don't know. Is it 8 million or 10,000? I don't know, 10,000 sounds better than 8 million, so let's go with it. 10,000. I think it was more than that, actually. It's some phrase about the gods, but it's kind of abstract, right? How numerous they are, and the 8 million gods. Yeah, I think that's it.
That means...
So people call the gods of Shinto the 8 million gods. It's kind of abstract. That is, by definition, the opposite of abstract. It's literally just saying how many gods you have.
This is it.
Correct.
That's correct. We call them Yaoyorozu no Kami, or the 8 million gods, though that number is not meant to be taken literally. Yaoyorozu is essentially shorthand for myriad gods, an uncountable number. In olden days, the Japanese believed that gods dwelled in everything. What with all these traditions, you could say those beliefs still affect our lives today. It's a wonderful thing, really. We really need to cherish our history.
Nice going!
Nice. Lady On seems really relieved. Thank you for the kindness point. It's completely unnecessary. Oh, I guess it was charm. Whatever. Same difference. You're pretty good at studying. I'm impressed. Bum ba dum bum 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 ba da bum ba da da.
You've been awfully busy lately. Don't forget to eat
Oh.
lunch.
Hello, butterfly.
As for myself, be sure to order some jelly-filled bread and...
Yeah, the glowing blue glowing blue butterfly is kind of drawing our attention away from food.
That's...
Ba-da-ba-dum. It's beautiful. Let's follow it.
Yeah, let's go.
Bum bum. Ba-da-bum bum bum. I wish I could answer both it's beautiful and let's follow it.
Hey,
Hey, chase it down so you don't lose sight of it. I mean, this looks familiar. We were literally chasing the butterfly through Maruki's dream the first night it happened. Okay, we're going downstairs.
oh,
Hey, you see that? It went to the first floor. Let's go. Lead the way, Lavenza. Where on earth is it trying to go? Come on, we gotta follow it for now. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh, this is Maruki's room. Is that not Lavenza leading us here?
for real?
The nurse's office? What's going on here? That butterfly, it's just like my dream. It even showed up in your dreams? That's strange. Well, never mind that. There's no point in thinking about that right now. Let's get inside the nurse's office quick. Okay. So this isn't Lavenza. I don't think. Maybe that's not Lavenza's blue butterfly. It is kind of a silvery hue instead. Oh wait, no.
Lady Lavenza.
No, she just led us to where Maruki was stationed. For some reason? Oh no, did this just happen randomly or did you know this about this place?
Hello. Thank you for coming.
And thank you for coming. Well, you asked me to. What's with the formality? Thank you for coming.
I see. Exchanging common expressions upon meeting like humans do, it has a rather pleasant feeling. But that is irrelevant. Let's turn to the matter at hand.
Yeah?
As I told you yesterday, there's something I wish to tell you. But first, please gather your other friends here.
You got it. I'll give them a call real quick.
Here? You want to meet in the nurse's office?
This place is filled with the cognition of bed rest. Maintaining my existence in a reality controlled by someone like Maruki is no simple feat.
Ah, I see.
But the exhaustion that it induces is limited by this place's cognition, so I may converse with you all in person here.
Yeah. It takes a lot of effort to be in this world, but this place is known for keeping people rejuvenated, so it helps you out a bit then. Okay, cool, good to know.
I see.
Let us continue this conversation once everyone involved has convened.
It kind of looks like she's about to take a nap.
Until that time, I will provide my eyes a much-needed rest.
Yeah, I called that one, huh?
Wait, rest? Lady Lavenza?
Oh, and she poofed out of existence.
I guess we should get everyone in here.
Dun, 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 bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum. I do love Lavenza.
Infiltration success.
You just put them in gym clothes and called it a day? That worked?
I'm rather surprised no one took notice of us.
Considering how I don't have an adequate excuse for the school to approve your being here. We're lucky it went as well as it did.
As long as you maintain an air of confidence, you can fool just about anybody into thinking you belong.
Hey, Akachi.
I must say, though, I hadn't expected you to actually reach out to me for something like this.
Well, it's just as we said before. We've accepted your offer to work together.
Now's not the time to let personal stuff get in the way of our goal. But if you ever betray us again, we'll make sure you regret it.
Yeah, Akechi, they're not gonna let you off the hook that easy.
All right then. That's no concern of mine anyway. Remember what I told you all before? We share a mutual interest. Until Maruki is defeated, we have a deal to uphold.
And welcome back.
It appears that everyone's arrived. Does this mean you're ready to begin?
Ain't that our line?
Care to fill us in? Tell us what you know. Would you care to fill us in, Lavenza?
Yes. I wished to speak with you about the circumstances that led this Maruki to alter reality as you know it, as well as the true nature of his power.
Okay, this seems like it could be pretty useful.
You know all of that?
I admit there will be a degree of speculation involved, but only to a small extent. First, I will explain the situation with the current reality. I believe that Maruki has altered the cognition of the masses. In other words, it's thought that the alterations he's made are the result of his meddling with mementos.
Okay.
He changed mementos? How is that even possible?
Isn't it gone, though? How'd it come back? Isn't it gone, though?
Wait, don't forget about our experience with the Metanav and Maruki's palace. Seems like this kind of thing has a habit of sticking around despite our expectations.
We thought we destroyed it by getting rid of the Holy Grail. Turns out it just pops back up and pops back up anew. Blah.
Mementos is the cognition of the masses given form. If that man is truly capable of controlling individuals' cognitions, and that man were also to gain access to mementos, it would be no surprise that he could impact everyone's cognitions and affect reality itself.
Could he really have done all that? I mean, it's assumed that Dr. Maruki has the power to control cognition, right?
Exactly.
Bum bum bum.
That man's controlling of cognition. Let's see. Why don't we refer to his power as actualization?
That's a good enough name for it, I suppose. Making dreams reality.
Most likely, that actualization is a power unique to a persona.
Okay. So we'll think of it as something akin to Akechi's special persona power, where he can make something go berserk, and no one else can do that. Maruki's persona also has special abilities.
In other words, this man named Maruki is...
He's a persona user?
That's impossible.
Is that what the weird tentacle thing was?
There's no way to have a persona and a palace at the same time.
Determining when Maruki first awakened to his power is wholly impossible. However, by the time he crossed your paths, there's no doubt that he was making use of his actualization, although he may have only been doing so subconsciously.
So he awakened his persona a long time ago, and in turn, due to us helping him with his research, he figured out how to use the metaverse to make use of it on a global scale then?
Even if it is just his subconscious, he's using a persona in the real world.
So, his ability to make Yoshizawa-san think she was Kasumi-chan.
It was most likely through the use of actualization.
Still though, even if we assume that Maruki has unique persona abilities, such as the case with him and myself, we still need to determine how he used that power on mementos as a whole, rather than a single individual.
Right. Even if there were some kind of power that could affect mementos, It's on a whole other level from what we've seen so far. A single person just shouldn't be capable of all that.
Yeah. It seems like he would have to use it on every single person, one at a time, and that's just not possible based on the large-scale happenings.
That's true. Changing reality just by thinking about it isn't something humans do. It's something that, like, gods do.
And what if he became such a god?
Huh?
What? The god of control.
Oh. So he stole the treasure and in turn, what, fused it with his persona and made it a miniature Yaldabaoth?
Indeed, the being in mementos that you all defeated was a false deity that the masses deludedly clung to. It is easy to conclude that Maruki simply took over the false god's position when it disappeared.
Took over his position? What do you mean?
Hmm.
So you're saying society thinks of Doc as a god now or something?
Now, the Phantom Thieves are the ones who gained the masses' support after defeating this so-called god of control. So it would follow that the masses would turn to the Phantom Thieves next as their savior. In that case, why did they instead turn to Maruki, who did none of the work the Phantom Thieves did?
An excellent question. The masses were invested in the Phantom Thieves, not Maruki.
Wait, you what? What do you mean? We never wished for anything like this. Is that really true?
It's most likely because...
I want this actual answer. I couldn't take a guess at it. We chose Maruki. We wished for that. Huh? We wished for it.
What? After we defeated the god of control, we wished for reality to be like Dr. Maruki described it. And it happened?
I don't remember doing any wishing with you guys and Doc. I mean, when would we have even had the chance to?
What about our counseling?
Oh yeah, was he just using that as a chance to gain knowledge on everyone and what their ideal world was? And when he saw the opportunity, he took it to make this world for everyone. You can't change the past, but you still want to keep your chin up and press onward. Is that the gist of it? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, it'd definitely be better if none of this had happened at all, but... Well, no matter what path you might have to take to get there, I hope your track dreams will still do you some good in the end. Thanks.
Looks like you all walked right into the spider's parlor.
There's no way of knowing how many of those situations were intentionally orchestrated by that man. However, the result is still the same. A desire for his actualization was seeded within your hearts.
Yeah. He just needed, like, one little foothold, and when he finally got enough power, he could take over entirely, I guess.
Thus, I have no doubt that it was your own desires that led to their actualization.
So this is all our fault, huh?
So in turn, we accidentally made him into the god we need to beat.
We're the ones who told him the cognitive world really exists, too.
He has to be stopped.
Right, let's fight. If this is our own fault, we've got to be the ones to fix it.
Yes. This realization changes none of what we must do.
Yeah. We are the ones who caused it, but that just means we need to fix it extra hard because it's our job. We caused the mess in the first place.
Very well. Then allow me to proceed.
How are you doing, by the way? You said it was hard for you to keep materialized here.
This world is in a very unstable condition currently. On the day that the God of Control fused mementos with the real world, the merging was undone through your efforts, and the two worlds are now attempting to return to their initial states.
So, what you're saying is this world has reverted to a state where the fusion with mementos hasn't been totally undone.
Yeah. We're still in a weird midway point, which is why I'm assuming we can see the palace in the real world.
That explains why Maruki's palace was visible in Odaiba.
Even as we speak, Maruki is still influencing this world in places where its boundaries are blurred. As slow a pace as it may be, he still continues to actualize the world of the masses as a whole. Should this continue, reality shall merge with Mementos once more. The two worlds will again become one. When that happens, anyone trapped within the actualized world can never again awaken to the original one.
Okay, so I guess we gotta move fast then.
No.
This issue goes beyond the masses as well. Although you are all Persona users, it would be next to impossible to defy Maruki in a world completely under his control. To be clear, once the two worlds conclude their fusion, there will be no chance of your success in this mission. And I believe this fusion will conclude in 1 month's time.
Okay, that's why we have 24 days to beat him.
We only have a month.
If memory serves me correctly, February 3rd was the date Dr. Maruki gave us, right? Could he have possibly chosen the time limit based on when his actualization will be completed?
It's possible.
Okay.
If that's the case, we don't got another choice except to steal his treasure by then.
So, should we do it immediately, like we were doing for a lot of the previous palaces? Or are we going to do what we did with Shido's palace, where we're going to go in basically on the last available day? I think we're probably going to try and get everything else done first. Like, I would like to finish Shinya's thing off, if we get the chance. Which I'm assuming we need 5 events for him. Actually, it might be 4. I don't remember if we did 6 last time we saw him. But I'm assuming we're going to have to go clear a Mementos request at some point. So there's probably 5 or 6 days that we need to spend with Shinya. And then, obviously, any other daytime stuff that needs to happen in the meantime. So, hopefully, we'll be able to beat things before we're done with... hopefully, we'll be able to get a bunch of stuff done before we need to go into the palace.
We'll need to secure our route to the treasure by the 2nd so we can send our calling card. Then, on the day of, we're most likely going to have to fight Maruki.
Allow me to produce the calling card.
You got it, Yusuke.
This is certain to be our final card. I'll pour my heart and soul into its creation.
Be that as it may, there are still some unsolved questions.
Oh? You mean the Metanav? You mean the palace's ruler? You mean the Metanav?
Right.
What's the deal with the palace's name? Doesn't seem to affect the app's functions, but
Oh yes, it was redacted somehow. I forgot about that.
That must also be a product of Maruki's cognition. He most likely learned that you could somehow infiltrate the metaverse. As long as he permits your existence, your method of infiltration will not entirely disappear either. However, in his heart he must have feared you would learn his identity as the palace's ruler. Perhaps such a feeling took the form of hiding the ruler's name from you.
But in that case, why didn't Dr. Maruki just actualize us out of existence entirely?
That's how Maruki does things. Maybe he wants to save us. He wants to save us in his own way. He just is going about it wrong.
Maruki told us he wants us to accept his world. It may be hard to believe, but since we mutually benefit from his actualization, maybe he really does want us to submit.
Sorry, even if it does fix shit for us, I just can't accept the world getting treated like that. Let's start the infiltration tomorrow, yeah?
You got it.
And you? Sound good?
You're willing to ask me as well.
Duh, dude. The Phantom Thieves don't act unless it's a unanimous vote.
You might not be our favorite person, but you are still a Phantom Thief right now, so...
Fine then. You know I have no intention of accepting Maruki's world anyway.
Then that settles that.
Wait, what about Yoshizawa-san?
We may not have summoned her as one of the Phantom Thieves. This definitely
Yeah.
involves her as well.
She said she needed her some time, but we do desperately need to speak to her, so...
Maybe we should fill her in on our situation once she comes to terms with her own. What she does with that information, though, that's up to her.
Right.
If that concludes matters, I shall continue to watch over you, Trickster.
Thank you for everything, Lavenza.
Please show me the path that you choose for humanity.
We'll see you soon. Butterfly. Oh, Sumarai has been watching the whole time.
I just...
She's not ready to come to terms with everything yet, but hopefully soon.
Guess we might as well close up for the night. Hey, once you're done washing that, you can go ahead and call it a
Oh?
welcome.
Sumarai!
Yoshizawa?
Have a seat. She's here to see you, right? Now, don't worry about finishing up. I'll take care of it later.
Thank you, Sojiro.
Sorry for coming over so late.
No, no problem at all.
And thank you for the coffee.
This is a little awkward.
It's delicious. Would you mind if I got something off my chest?
No, just speak your mind, please.
Thank you. So, to tell the truth, I saw you all go into the nurse's office today. And, I sort of eavesdropped on your conversation.
About Maruki? About the actualization? Let's go with about Maruki.
You've all found the paths you want to take, and are following them with such confidence. Whereas, I'm simply... Like Dr. Maruki said before, I ran from the truth. I couldn't handle the fact that Kasumi died because of my actions. My memories are still a bit hazy, but even when I remembered that I'm really Sumire, I didn't want to accept it. I was still running from reality, where Kasumi is gone, where I had to live for Kasumi instead of as her.
Do you still want to run?
No. Like I said earlier, I realized something when I saw you all striving to push onward.
You want to, too.
I can't keep running like this. But now that Kasumi's gone, I have no idea what to do with myself. Senpai, what should I do?
Maybe it's time to figure out who Sumarai is. You have to decide, not me. I know you'll choose well. I know you'll choose well.
You can be awfully firm sometimes, Senpai. But you're absolutely correct. I must thank you for allowing me to unload all of this onto you. I'm still not completely sure what I should do, but I plan to think more on it. I've got to figure out what to do with my life now.
I can't wait to see what you come up with. We'll see you soon, Sumarai.
Let's reform society.
Tomorrow we're going to the palace. We're gonna take back the world. The real world. So, rewriting reality. I would never have thought such a thing possible. Not only that, but this palace is ruled by a persona user. How does that make any sense? I know, god moding when I see it. At this point, he basically is a god, right? That stuff makes Shido look small time. We need to come up with a plan. That's a good point. We should meet up tomorrow. Sounds good. Speaking of which, how should we contact Akechi-kun? I guess we could let him back into the group chat, right? Yep, that'd be the quickest. Agreed. Alright, I'll take care of it. Thanks. 1 month to go, huh? We'd better come up with a plan. That time is gonna go by fast. Okay, so we're being forced to go into the palace tomorrow. Sumire is slowly starting to come back to herself, which is good to see. But anyways, that's probably a pretty good place to end things off. So, pop in a quick save, unless I'm just gonna keep pressing the wrong buttons. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all one more time for watching, and we need to make a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura and Goddess of the Star-Filled Void. Thank you both so much for the extra support. I'm really, really grateful for it. But without further ado, for real now, take care, everybody.